Hello and welcome to the show of the Sports Flashes. This is Supriya Saxena on Sports Flashes, India's first ever sports radio station. We have with us today none other than Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy. He is an Indian player, and along with him, we have Chirag Shetty. These both are the first men's doubles pair from India to be ranked inside the top 10 of the BWF World Ranking with a career high ranking of 7. Along with that, we need to mention the very important achievement of theirs. Satwik, Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty have entered the record books with an emphatic title win at the India Open 2022. He and Satwik both were the first pair to achieve this milestone. How was the feeling? Chirag and Satwik both one by one. You both were on cloud nine?
Yeah, I think we started off the year pretty strong at the India Open by clinching the title, and I think we couldn't have started 2022 on a better note. And yeah, I think the journey so far in this year has been good. But there are a lot of tournaments coming up, so yeah, hope to do well in those tournaments as well.
And what about Satwik?
Yeah, as Chirag said, it was like very exciting start for the year. So we wanted to win we wanted to finish in the podium. So it was a great start for us, beating our idols on the court like Hendra and Hassan, who are from Indonesia, and beating them in front of home crowd and playing in India. So it was a like very great feeling for us, and hope to do well.
Exactly. Well said. First and the most important question. How are you feeling physically, both of you?
I think both of us are feeling really good physically. I think before the All England Open, we had a good couple of weeks of training, and right now we are in Mumbai training with Matthias Go. So yeah, I think training and the physicality training with Matthias has been good. So yeah, I think physically we are doing.
Oh, great. Now, how excited are you about the World Championships? You are a top eight seeded pair with Chirag this time, Satwik, and it's been quite a journey over the last couple of years. So, how excited are you about the coming championships?
So yeah, like we have a lot of tournaments ahead. So we wanted to take one by one. So we have like very more important tournaments coming up. So we have a Commonwealth Games nearby and Asian Games nearby. We want to focus on that, and we want to do well, better than the last time. Last time we got silver medal in individual. So we wanted to change the color and giving gold medal to India, and we are focusing on it. Then we'll focus on again Asian Games. Then we have World Championship. It's a busy year, and we wanted to physically fit and do well in the remaining tournaments.
And Chirag, what do you have to say?
Well, I think the same thing that Satwik said. We have a lot of tournaments coming up this year, and like we have to be physically fit to last that long and to perform in those major events. We need to be really strong physically as well as mentally, because it will be quite draining since we'll be traveling for most part of the year. So yeah, I think exciting times, and looking forward to it.
So, talk to us a little about, Tokyo 2020. We spoke to Aparna Popat, the former national champion, after your campaign said that how difficult it was for her to see you guys miss out after playing so well and so close. Defeating eventual champions but not progressing beyond the group stage. How was your experience? What did you both tell each other at that moment?
Yeah, I think it was quite disappointing to go out in that way, because we played some really good matches, and we had worked really hard leading up to the game. So it was quite disappointing to go out in that manner. But having said that, I think both of us took it in our stride, and I think that's how sports persons are. We can't really look back. Obviously, we have to learn from our mistakes and try to improve upon them. But I think that's what we did, and we cheered each other up, and decided that there are a lot more tournaments coming up in the future, and we need to focus on that. and there will be opportunities coming in the future. So yeah, that's what we did, and yeah.
So, Satwik, since Tokyo, the results have been, bit mixed. Would you say this is a learning curve, or also you both have been a fairly unlucky at the tournament?
So yeah, after Tokyo, we didn't get any break, and we didn't got perfectly to train like before Olympics. So we have been playing continuously tournaments. There was a some we are not like 100% fit. We are not in a good shape. We are just pushing off every tournament. It's like all the tournaments are important tournaments, so we can't skip as well. So we had an injury that time, so we are playing with that. We are not 100%. But after World Championships, we got a break of 3 weeks. Then we practiced, and then we played India Open. Then again we had a 3 weeks. Then again we played All England and a few tournaments. Then now we had a break, and we'll be traveling next week, this week to the Philippines. So it's been a mixed feeling for us. Like we are playing good, we are almost there, but we are losing. So we have a lot of problems. We don't want to repeat the same. We can do well in the next tournament.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here we have with us the Dhua Dahar Jodi of the badminton, the ace badminton.
Was are quite shy that way, and yeah, we I can't say that. I think maybe that is true, probably.
But we know you are the Ghar Ka Chirag, earning so much fame and name along with the glory of success. You both are doing so good for the country, And one more question, moving on to my next question would be, and did you apply the learnings in Korea Open, and how?
Well, yeah, I think both of us had a mixed tournament. I think we could have won that quarterfinals against the Koreans. We had 2 match points, but unfortunately we couldn't convert it and win the match. But yeah, I think now we are sitting with our coach Matthias Bo, and we've sat down and decided what are the things that we are lacking in, and what we need to change to convert those close games into wins.
So, looking back at 2021, how do you assess your year, the ups and the downs, both of you?
Yeah, 2021, before Olympics was one scenario, after Olympics was different scenario. So Olympics, after playing Olympics, we got we wanted to do well in the next tournament as well. So we are there in the top place. We couldn't make it to the quarterfinals. It was a sad moment, and we're okay, we are going to the next Olympics. We are going there, and we are playing and dying itself there. So no looking back again. So we made ourselves, and we wanted to do well in the next tournament. Unfortunately, we didn't have any coach after Olympics. So we are playing with so many tournaments, and 2021, as I said, it was mixed feelings, and we started training, and it was very important year for us in 2022. There are a lot of good tournaments coming up, and we wanted to do well. And so we don't want to think about 2021. So we wanted to start fresh in 2022. Luckily, we won in the India Open, so hopefully we'll continue that momentum.
So, I would like to know the reason behind this, beard, both of you. You were carrying the beard thing, but Chirag wasn't. So, Chirag has got inspired from you, or is it just the Pushpa trend, or is it, the fashion trend? What is that? Yeah, Alka, what is this? Stubble and all?
Me, I don't usually keep a stubble. Satwik, yeah, I think it will go in a day. That's just an experiment, but I usually don't keep a beard. Well, but Satwik does.
Yeah, but this muche thing was not.
Yeah, mustache. Yeah, just
getting inspired
just
from whom? With South Hero. With South Hero.
Right now, I think it's Triple R that is making the noise. So I think maybe Junior NTR or Ram Charan.
No worries, you always remain to be the Jodi number one of Indian badminton. Now, what is the ultimate aim for Satwik and Chirag as a shuttler? What do you tell yourself waking up every morning about the future?
Well, obviously we want to do well in the tournaments, and it's just not just one tournament. Obviously, for every athlete, the long-term goal is obviously to win a medal at the Olympic Games, the World Championships, and all. And we carry the same dream. But we have a lot of tournaments before that as well. So we try to keep short-term goals and then try to achieve them, and then look at the long-term aspect, that is to win medals at the big events like the World Championships, the Olympics.
So my next question would be like Paris Olympics are just 2 years to go, just 2 years ahead. They are 2024 is a big challenge coming up. What are your preparations, your hopes? Is 2024 a big challenge or just like other tournaments you want to deal with? Both of you.
Uh, I don't take it as like other tournament. Olympics like a different feeling for me. Whenever I go there, I feel something special, something proud. I wanted to do well there. While these Olympics also, like I was crying on court, like it was a different feeling. Looking back from where I started, came here, it was a dream for me and do well. And it's not a easy thing to be there or to win the one like one of the best player in the world. Not only in badminton, we can meet other players as well, not only from badminton, so other sports as well. So it was a great feeling, but 2024 we wanted to do well better than this 2020 Olympics, and we are sure that we'll do. Yeah, like as of now, we are focusing on like year by year, wanting to maintain our body and being fit. By that time, we don't want to get any injured, and this year we have like Commonwealth Games, then we'll see year by year.
So like how did you both treat, COVID phase, the lockdown, solitude, snacking, eating, or simply, training alone?
Yeah, it was quite difficult. Obviously, not just for us, for people in general. I think the whole world was affected, and it was quite difficult. It was quite a difficult phase, but I think those 2 months we got to spend time with our family, and then eventually we got back to playing tournaments almost after 9 months. So yeah, it was a difficult phase because we were just practicing and we didn't really know when we'll be able to play tournaments. But I think we went through it. We had dealt with it uh,
So like
in the best way we could.
okay, so like you both live, closer by or somewhere,
No, no,
you
no,
have
no, no.
shifted the base and all.
Yeah, so I was staying in my hometown Mumbai, and Satwik was in his hometown Bulapuram.
During
Yeah, yeah,
lockdown,
yeah. Both of us were in our hometowns.
during the lockdown thing. Okay. No, we can't even say that you both were on your roofs and saying ढल गया दिन, हो
Yeah.
गई शाम, from the roofs. Okay, anyways, do you relish mixed team sport?
um, the team events.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I think the best memory both of us have was winning the mixed team event at the Commonwealth Games. I think it's one of the best team event wins for Indian badminton. I think beating Malaysians in the final when they had three current Olympic silver medalists playing in the team. I think it couldn't have gotten any better. So I think yeah, it was a great experience, and yeah, both of us love mixed team events.
Okay, now on a serious note, a small question of mine, a small query coming to my mind. Like weeks before the start of the badminton competition at the Tokyo Olympic Games, you both shifted your base, from SAI, Sai Gopichand National Badminton Academy to Gachibowli Stadium in Hyderabad. Do you guys at any point of time feel that this decision would have been given a second thought?
Well, no, I think both of us wanted to, like, I think all of them, me, Satwik, Sai, and Sindhu were all training in Gachipoli Stadium leading up to the games because we wanted to get used to a environment which is similar to the one in Tokyo, which is big and with AC in the arena. So all of us, the Olympic probables, were training together in the Gachibowli Stadium, and it wasn't that we were not training in Sai Gopichand; we were training there as well. But the match practice and the on-court practice was usually in Gachibowli.
Okay, so like, do you remember both of you when you realized you had what it takes to succeed at this level? When did Chirag and Satwik know they can reach where they are today?
I think it's maybe mostly. I think the coaches that were behind us. I think all of us, all of the coaches that we worked with, I think have really played a crucial role in our development. And I think maybe after we entered the top 50, I think we got a hang of it, and we actually knew that we can actually go much higher in the rankings and play at the highest level.
So like Satwik, now coming back to you, how was training at P. Gopichand Academy with H.S. Pranoy, Sai Praneeth, Shrikant Kedambi, Samir Verma, etc.? How was the training?
Yeah, like I started like long back. I was there from 10 years in the Gopichand Academy. So like, so when I started badminton, it was a big thing for me to join there initially. So when I joined, I was playing singles and doubles. But later, Gopi sir shifted me to the doubles, and I was playing with my ex-partner. So initially, it was a great days for me, remembering all the old days. Like I used to feed all the singers at the time. I used to see all the singers playing, Srikant, Sai, Saina Devi, Sindhu Devi. So it was a great feeling being there all the time.
So like, what are your future goals and starting from the immediate ones? Your fans want to know it, both of you.
Well, the immediate goal is to play well at the Asia Championships, and after that, maybe obviously after the Asian Championship, it's the Thomas Cup. It's the World Team Championships, so it's a big event, obviously. And then I think the month of June end, we have the Commonwealth Games, followed by the World Championships and the Asian Games. So it's a big ticket.
Next question goes to Satwik. What was the best quality in Chirag Shetty?
So many are there. Not only
You can't count them.
You have the best chance to, confess the same. We'll be happy to know. Your camaraderie, what was the best quality that made you do so?
First thing is knowledge. He has great knowledge. He knows everything. And I call him Mini Google all the time. So he knows everything and he's really caring all the time. So he's like my girlfriend all the time. He calls me over. Like he's like poking me all the time. So we क्या करेंगे किधर practice करेंगे. He's like very caring and he's like very dedicated. So that's the best thing.
So like you right now said that he is the mini Google. He knows much about you. Okay, so now Chirag, so Chirag, my next question is, who is Satwik's girlfriend?
Satwik's girlfriend, right at the moment, it's anonymous.
Anonymous, okay. My goodness.
And non-existent.
Shucks. And what about you?
Me, same goes for me.
Such a bhola person you are, huh? Hiding everything, trying to hide everything. Everything is written on the face. Anyways, Satwik, how did you meet Chirag? And which was the first tournament you win both?
So initially, when I was juniors, we used to play as opponents. Like initially, we are like rivals all the time. So he's my senior. I used to play under 15. I used to play 17 and 19 at that time. He used to win for me and Chris, and he and Arjun used to play that time. Like we are like almost like enemies all the time. When we are like long back, then when we get back, and so in 2016 Tan came who is our first coach, so he made us both play. Then like I think we won like international tournaments Mauritius Open. I think in 2016 or 17, I guess. That's the
Okay,
first
so that
tournament.
was the first tournament won by both of you.
Yeah, international tournament.
Oh, great. So, like, who is more aggressive player in the match, you or Chirag?
Both.
Both. Okay.
We have to.
So, like, acha, you have to be like, nahi, hota hai na, in the Jodi number 1, we always have one a shant Siddha person who calms down the
Yes.
other, and the other one is like hyper and aggressive and impulsive sometimes.
Aggressive I am, then he's a shant.
Acha, he's the shant one. Okay. So, you are the angry young man.
Not angry on the court.
Joking. Now, what do you think is the next step in your evolution as a pair? How do you improve after losing your match in quarterfinal of Korean Open?
Well, like I said before, we've started working with Matthias Bo again. So I think we've sat down with him, and I think only a few sessions with him actually got us thinking, and really helped us to understand what were our problems and where were the places we were making a lot of mistakes in, and what we need to change in our game. So I think it's just a few maybe. I think it's just a matter of time before we actually get those crucial matches in our favor.
Now, Satwik, what is the ultimate aim for Satwik as a shuttler? What do you tell yourself, and how do you motivate yourself? Satwik.
Initially, when I took doubles, I wanted to be there in the top two. So initially, so when I used to see all the team matches, so they used to like in news, they used to be like there is no proper doubles player for India. So all the time singles wins and doubles lose. That's a big loss for India, something like that. So I wanted to change that. So we are on that. We wanted to be as good as singles. So I know singles are like from the past, but doubles they are not till there. So we wanted to be there and inspire all the youngsters to take doubles as well. So in India, only single players get recognized most of the time. Like nobody knows us. Like very rarely people recognize us, but single players get like all the attention and all the time. Even now, some of the family members ask me, why don't you play singles? So they don't know the value of doubles. So they think like it's like club players play doubles for fun. It's not like a serious event. So as you see Indonesian, they take it as a very serious thing. So they start in the early age. Luckily, we started in the early age. When I'm under 15, I started like professional doubles. So I wanted to me and Chirag wanted to be inspiration to all the youngsters, and they can take doubles as a like serious thing. It's not like play for singles, and if you're not doing well in the singles, then shift to doubles. It's not like that. But I want people to consider doubles as well. So yeah, ultimate goal is to get as medals as many as possible medals for India and do well in the Olympics.
And tell us a little bit about the mixed doubles scene with Ashwani Ponappa. Are you planning to focus only on doubles now? You have already told that you want to focus on the doubles now, right? So
Yeah.
tell us a little about the mixed doubles scene with Ashwani.
So it was a great feeling playing with Ashwani. So always playing. So great experience playing with her. She tells me every time how to prepare for the match, how to be calm, how to play all the tournaments, and like we won all the big matches. We pull it off in the Commonwealth Games, and so it was like very exceptional match. I watched now also when I am low, I watch that matches on YouTube. So it's like great thing. So as I was in doubles, and I wanted to make my body fit first, then I will
So, like, what do you say about your coach, the new coach, Matthias? What do you have to say about your coach?
No words to say. So he's like brother for us. He's like very caring, and what I felt like he wants to win. We don't want to win, but he wants to win. So that spirit he had. Like when he come on court, when he come to the coaching, he wants to win. He is there on court. His mind is there and still on court. He's not coaching, so he's playing with us. Like he wants us to play where he played that level. He want us to play there. Like he was a silver medalist, and like he's there from 6 months. So we got like very attached to him. Like he's very emotional after Olympics. Also, he cried in front of us. Like we are in tears as well. So he's like very emotional. He's very connected, and like he cares a lot for us. So I feel like he's
Okay,
a
coming
brother.
back to okay, so coming back to Chirag, your pairing with Satwik has been quite interesting from two young guys who didn't get along well to now becoming best friends and one of the top doubles pairing in the world. So how you meet Satwik, Chirag Shetty?
The first time we met was Asian sub junior championships in Kudus. It was our first tournament, his first international tournament. He was playing the under 15 doubles, and I was playing the under 17 doubles. And yeah, so I think that was the first time we met each other.
So, like, what was the best part about Satwik on and off court?
On court, I think he's extremely calm, and also he's always there to support me and whoever. I think even before me, I think whoever he played with. So as a doubles partner, he's extremely calm and doesn't really um, get worked up and gets angry on court. So that is one really good quality on the court. And off court, I think he's really caring and he's like a brother to me.
So, like, what age you started playing badminton, or in a starting career of badminton, you play singles or doubles? When you started playing badminton, did you play singles, or from the very starting you were interested in doubles
I
only?
think, I think all of us, whoever starts playing badminton, starts off playing singles as well as doubles. But obviously, you start off playing singles, and gradually, as you start getting older and start liking the game and decide what you like. But both, I think both of us, me and Satvik, actually had an inclination towards doubles after our under 14s or under 15s, I think. And I shifted to doubles much later in my under 19s, whereas Satvik started playing doubles from under 15 as itself.
So, like, enough of serious questions. Now, Chirag, who bullies whom? You or Satwik?
No, nobody bullies anybody.
Oh, where's the fun
Bully the
part then?
juniors. We,
Bully
we,
the
we
junior?
together bully the juniors.
Acha, okay. So, like, Ghar ka Chirag and Satwik the Shuddhita, both of you bully the juniors. Can you name some?
Bullies as in a fun way. There are many actually in the academy. I think a few of them have come with us to Mumbai as well. Girish, there's Girish who's a junior player in the academy, and there are quite a few. Harsha, and yeah, there are a couple of others as well.
So, like, if not badminton, then what? What would both of you have been?
Me, I think I would have been an engineer.
Engineer.
Yeah.
Okay. And Satwik?
So I used to watch CID before. I want to be in that CID kind of stuff. So army kind stuff. I like that. And I used to watch CID in Telugu. So that's I decided I want to be a CID and do investigation on every house and do
CID you were saying, no? Right? CID. So Daya Darwaza Todo. It is something like this. So cool. So like you both are in Bombay now.
Yeah, yeah.
So how's the weather?
Hot and humid.
Huh?
Hot and humid.
Hot and humid. So you're in Bombay, right? So who is your favorite actress?
Mine?
Yours and Satwik both.
Mine is
Or you
Taapsee.
have a common choice? Huh?
Taapsee.
Oh, Taapsee Pannu. Oh, wow. And which flick of hers impresses you the
Sorry?
most? Which
Sorry?
flick of hers?
I think Badla. I think I like Badla.
Badla. Okay, so now gearing up all and wishing you all luck to take Badla in the next tournament. Both of you perform well. Best of luck from our side. All the best wishes to the Jodi number 1, Satwiksairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty. Both the ace badminton player were with us to grace Sports Flashes, India's first ever sports radio station.